wants to play cost efficiently and try and make this fight last for as long as possible. So that's exactly what you see Neeb doing here. He's staying on the rims.
Okay, it looks like I may have had my microphone muted, or rather had the microphone that no longer works for me operating. So, apologies for that. But as I was saying, things are a little different now because I've made some changes. So basically, we have districts. I've outlawed high volume traffic on any of this, in any of them that aren't industrial zones. So my high volume traffic trucks and stuff can use the highways onto the interstate to get their products places, and they can use certain roads that run between the high volume areas for it, but they can't go through my commercial and residential areas. So hopefully that will help deal with my traffic jam problems. But we still have a few backups because I only put that system in place very recently. And also, I still need to set up bus and train stations to be able to move people around. Bus, train, and metro, as well as taxi. Yeah, I still need to set that up. And that's about it. Also, for those of you wondering about this, I do have the natural disasters expansion installed. For this particular city, I have random disasters off. And, in addition to that, I do not have metros, so you won't be seeing any of that stuff in work. But before we get started, I'm going to start up a bus station, I think. Let's see if I can't find where we're after. Okay, bus station can go there. Now I need to set a bus line. Start there. That. Oh, Suikoden, hey. Sorry, I forget to check the chat sometimes because I just get so absorbed in the games I'm playing, but thanks for turning up. Not sure if you caught my tweet, but I just randomly put your name in that in the hopes that you would actually notice it. Because I want to get people in the chat for my game that are actually going to pay attention and say things. Because so far, I'll get like 1 or 2 people that will turn up for about 10 seconds. And then they learn instant transmission and go away. So basically, they're like the final boss in that Kirby game that you played. I'm totally serious, by the way. I have people doing that all the frickin' time. And if you've been here for any significant length of time, then you'll notice this. But this stream was fairly spazzy in terms of like how long it took me or what have you. So, because, well, it was actually meant to happen yesterday, but I just did not have the time, which I'm sure you understand. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and right now all I'm doing is setting up a bus line because I'm trying to improve the flow of my traffic. Because I have this just ridiculous traffic jam going on right now. The hell? Yeah, I don't even know what's going on with this symbol thing here. It's telling me the bus line's incomplete, but looks like I set it up right. Yeesh. I tell you, these things are just so hard to understand sometimes. Bit of a nightmare, honestly. Especially considering I'm honestly not very good at these kind of games. I play them because they're enjoyable. I've never pretended to be good at video games. Which is probably an excellent choice. If I don't pretend to be good, then hopefully people won't expect me to have, well, skill. Because I don't have it. Okay, looks like I got my bus line in it not making sense set up properly, so that's okay. Now we'll see how this goes. Not sure what we're gonna be getting because I made some changes to my setup off camera, which I'm not sure if you caught this or when you arrived, but basically I've divided my city up into districts and told the industrial districts that they can't send their traffic, which is like those big transportation trucks that move goods everywhere. They can't send those into the main residential parts of the city because that was just clogging up my traffic. And unfortunately, that looks like it's still getting worked out in some places. That or I just need to improve my traffic flow in general. I'm not entirely certain, to be honest. But you can see right here, we have a major traffic jam backup going on. So that's a bit of an issue. Ugh. Oh, for the love of God. I forgot I'd done that. Sorry, I was just looking at this abandoned building, and there's this mod for Cities Skylines I keep meaning to install, that will automatically demolish buildings that are abandoned so things can be built in their place and they're not just sitting there being abandoned. But I keep forgetting to install that mod because whenever a building gets abandoned, I auto-demolish it, but that would make it so much more convenient. It's just, I always forget to do that. But yeah, what have we got going on here? Oh. Complaints about not enough goods to sell and not enough educated workers. Yeesh. Elementary school education is insufficient again. Great. Can't you people just homeschool your brats or something? Seriously. I mean, why do I have to build schools for you? Build it yourself. Let's reinstitute child labor. I'm joking, by the way. To anyone who doesn't get that, that was a joke. Yeah, most of the DLCs are just little things that add, like a building or something to it. The only real main expansions are After Dark, Natural Disasters, and Metro something. But the only ones I have are After Dark and Natural Disasters. The After Dark one, it just sort of tweaks some of the things you can do with districts and changes crime. Because in the base games, criminals just get arrested by the police, but that's the end of it. After Dark, you have to build prisons to rehabilitate them, and Natural Disasters adds stuff like typhoons and tidal waves and earthquakes and stuff that will wreck your cities, and you have to build disaster shelters and stuff. I don't actually know what the Metro one does. I mean, that DLC came out recently, but I don't own it yet, and I haven't really looked into that, so that's really not something I know anything about. If you want to learn more, I think there's some videos on it. Go to the Paradox Extra YouTube channel, and search around a little bit, and you should find some stuff talking about it. Really the best advice I can give you there. Another elementary school, please, since those kids can't be homeschooled yet. Sheesh. God. Lazy brats. And, of course, freaking course. Our people we've got going on in the residential districts are now doing what citizens in every country love to do: complain about their taxes being too high. I have an excellent idea. They're complaining about their taxes being too high. Let's send soldiers to garrison in their homes. I'm sure that will never, ever cause any complaints of any kind whatsoever. Because that never goes wrong, does it? Garrisoning soldiers in people's homes has always been the best approach to take with anything. Well, yeah, I majored in history in college, so I'm going to be making bizarre history references from time to time. Yeah. Stop abandoning your damn homes. Okay. New smart homes are great. Nice to hear. What are you people whining about? Not enough goods to sell? Ugh. Okay. Oh, that was a rather dumb thing to do. Looks like I inadvertently screwed over my commercial zone here. Because I told my city zoning thing that my commercial zone could not receive goods from the industrial zone. So now they don't have enough stuff to sell. Oh, that was a dumb move on my part. Well, I'm gonna have to do something a little funky with the roads to fix that, I think. So, you still here? Let's see here. Roads. And let's not break any power lines while we're doing this. That to let them get over. Smaller brush size. Yeah, no big. I just wanted to make sure you didn't abandon me. Seeing as I get at most like 2 people watching these. You know how it is, I imagine. Now, I need to get rid of some of this district because I want my high industrial zone trucks to be able to get into this area. So, cut that out. Let's see here. What the hell? Yes. District policies. Where is it? City planning, this one. Heavy traffic ban. Goodbye. Sorry, residential half of my fellows. You are going to have to deal with it. Mixer? What's Mixer? I tried clicking on the link you gave me, it just turned up more. This site cannot be reached. DNS nonsense. So, what is that thing anyways? Now, let's see if this maybe fixes the whining. About that, and I'm going to have to move things around a bit. Unfortunately, that means because I need to reposition some things to make it so that I'm actually capable of getting goods to my commercial office and what have you areas. I had to get rid of the ones that I had over here in this city zone. That was basically apartments and all that. I'm going to have to create a new city place over here for commercial. And then connect that up with another Uber highway. Beam Pro. Let's check this out. Out while I'm waiting. Yeah, I've been on their site a few times. Never really looked at it all that much. What's it like? It's not something I really have any experience with. I mean, the only places I've ever live streamed are Twitch and YouTube. And I generally stick on Twitch because it's just what I've been doing for so long, and you're less likely to get matched third-party content if you play something that's copyrighted. Which is the one thing about YouTube that really ticks me off. Because I get that every now and then in the videos in my Star Wars The Old Republic Let's Play. Some random video which is not in any way entirely cutscenes, where I'm making commentary and everything, it will just put matched third-party content on a video and say, hey, you know this 30 seconds of music that your game played that is something where you were making commentary and all? Well, because of that 30 seconds, we are going to claim your entire 50-minute video and put our ads on it, so screw you. Which really gets on my nerves. By the way, Sick, this is something I've just been meaning to ask, just sort of because I'm curious and all that. Are you much of a Star Wars fan? Because that seems to be most of what the sci-fi things I'm doing lately is, Star Wars. Anywho, let's see how are things going. Looks like my traffic is evening out a bit. Still got some crime problems, and I need to set up a new area because my people want more industry and, well, more everything. Let's see, over here, what's that got? That's where I stuck my incineration plant, so perfect area for some industry, I think. And I need to wait to have more money. Well done. Only 2 Star Wars movies? Well, honestly, the thing with Battlefront 2, and the reason I'm kind of nervous about it is, it's a little bit of 2 things. First of all, I kind of got burned with the original, EA's original Battlefront, which was, to be perfectly honest, kind of shit. Basically one of the worst games I've ever played. For one thing, they just took out space battles, which is one thing that I was a huge fan of the space battles in the original Battlefront series from, God, I can't even remember who the developer was. I mean, the one from like 2005. And I love those space battles. Like, I just was a crazy fan of just jumping into a starfighter and blasting away at droid fighters or TIE fighters. and attacking a couple of capital ships. It was super fun. In addition to that, just the battles in the original Battlefront, they were kind of dull. It was like you were doing the same thing over and over again. Each battle just felt like a carbon copy of the last one, and it got boring after a while. I just can't bring myself to play something that's basically a copy and paste of the last thing I played. That's not something I can ever really enjoy. I need experiences to be unique, and that's the thing I really liked about the old Battlefronts back in the day. Everything was really unique. More to the point, and this might be an odd thing to say, I didn't like that in Battlefront, the EA one, I didn't like in that Battlefront you regenerated your health. Because that was a thing with the old Battlefront 2. You didn't regenerate your health. You had to find a health droid and stand near it to get health back. Which just, I think, added a really cool component to it, that your health wouldn't automatically regenerate over time. And it's made it more of a challenge, because you had that added tactical element, where you had to find these things lying around to get your health back if you got injured in a firefight. Which I just think made it cooler. Plus, while we're on the subject, and let's slap down some industry over here. Yeah, the no story thing in the Battlefront EA is just something that really bugged me, because, like you said, games for me are primarily about the story. I'm not really too into multiplayer unless I feel like it makes the story more interesting. Like, I enjoyed the multiplayer in Mass Effect 3 because it felt like I could feel like I was doing things that were part of the story. Because you finish off a mission, one of the guys in charge will say something like, "We're sending in a special forces team to hold the area," and then I could hop on the multiplayer and essentially play one of those special forces teams. And that's the main reason why I loved that multiplayer, even though I couldn't stand some others with similar mechanics. And yeah, besides that, I really got irked by another couple of things in Battlefront EA, which I've started to refer to it as, and will continue to do so. One of them being the fact that teamwork was basically non-existent, and so were multiple strategic options. Like, in the 2005 Battlefront 2, you had tons of options for how you could approach a problem. I do mean tons of options. Like, it wasn't like this EA Battlefront where it just feels like the only way to resolve an issue Okay, I'm completely going off on a tangent now. The only way you could solve the problem of not being able to break an enemy position in Battlefront EA is just to essentially have your entire team throw yourself against them over and over again until they broke under weight of numbers. Essentially, Zerg rushing them, basically. It felt like that was the only way you could win. Whereas Battlefront 2, you had tons of options. Your squad makeup actually mattered. Like, your enemy was just spamming tanks, supporting their infantry. Change up how many heavies versus snipers and specialists you have in your squad, and there's a very real chance you can win by altering your tactics, or just, instead of throwing yourselves down that one narrow corridor, find a different doorway that leads behind your enemy and outflank them. These are all viable options in Battlefront 2, whereas Battlefront EA, you just had to throw yourself against your enemy over and over and just hope they broke before your side did. Which, I don't enjoy doing that. I don't enjoy games where I'm essentially playing a human Zerg rush. And, yeah, the last reason why and besides that, I'm not looking forward to Battlefront 2, like I said, just because, and this might mark me as the odd one out for a lot of people, but I was, and am actually, a massive fan of the Star Wars Expanded Universe, or as they've now decided it has to be known, Star Wars Legends. And I love some of those stories. They were my absolute favorites, and the fact that a story in Battlefront 2 is going to follow the Disney canon really ticks me off, because I don't know if you've seen Force Awakens. I've only seen like a couple trailers and watched a review or two, but from what I can tell, that's an absolutely terrible movie. It's awful. And they are, literally it seems like Disney decided, oh, we're going to make the Star Wars Expanded Universe non-canon so we can copy stuff from it and not have to pay royalties. Ugh. We want money, so we will copy it and be greedy assholes. Sorry, I know I'm kind of biased about that whole thing, but it really gets on my nerves. Okay. Not enough goods to sell down there, apparently. I may have to. I know what I gotta do now. Okay, time to alter my zones a little bit. Yeah. Not only that, but they seem to have been under the impression that no one would care that we'd altered that they'd essentially taken about 20 to 30 years of established Star Wars lore and thrown it in the trash. I guess they really were that delusional. And it's quite shocking, honestly, that anyone, even Disney, could be that stupid. But then again, it is Disney we're talking about. And they did give the Star Wars license to EA. I mean, think about that for a second. You get the Star Wars license, and instead of keeping a company going that was already set up for making games, Lucas Games I'm talking about here, by the way, instead of just keeping them going and making things yourself, you give them to give the right to do that to the worst company in America. Well done, Disney. Well done. Guess that was never going to bite you in the ass, right? I never played that, honestly. If it's the one you're talking about. By Star Wars dance game, you mean the Xbox one on Kinect, right? Because that's the only Star Wars dance game that I know of. Let's see here. Oh. Yeah, sure. Glad you turned up. I'll see you in a bit if you get back. Not sure how long I'm actually going to be streaming for, by the way. Who knows, really? Glad you turned up. Just so you know, and not sure if you checked out that schedule that I popped on my channel, but generally, unless something unexpected happens, like the being unable to stream yesterday, I'm trying to do Friday and Sunday at 2 p.m. or thereabouts. Subject to change and all that, but I post my changes on Twitter when I remember. But yeah. Also, probably don't expect much more Mountain Blade. I'm thinking I'll put that stream series on hold and go to something else, because that game I'm not really enjoying at the moment. Yeah. It's just one of those things. I played it for a while, and then it just stopped being enjoyable. Because reasons, as I like to say. I use that quote a lot. Not sure if anyone owns the rights to it, but if anyone does, I point you to Sorcerer Dave, because he's the first one I heard use it. Yeah. Back to the fill. Do that. Water's going to need to be overhauled soon. As my water supplies are running a bit low. again? Oh. Hey, Crusader. Glad to see you. So, yeah. You missed the beginning bit, but the long and short of it is Cities Skylines. I made a few changes in between this stream and the last one. So, districts, yada yada yada, and I'm trying to solve my traffic problems. Stick that there for a temporary power cable to make sure of that. Yeah. I'm trying a little... yeah. What on earth? Line not finished, eh? And of course. As I said before, my citizens are now doing what everyone everywhere loves to do and bitching about taxes. Or a few of them were, and forcing me to drop it. I mean, pity there's no armies in this game, then I could just garrison soldiers in their homes and deal with it that way, because that never goes wrong ever. Obviously not. To fix our limited education thing. Traffic map mode, never used that, but like I was saying, I was... Traffic, where are you? Come on, no, there we are. Yeah. I'm trying to sort of fix right now with banning high volume traffic from most of the areas other than my industrial ones and the roads out, excluding a few places where I had to undo that because, or at least I thought it did, because places couldn't get the goods they needed. But, yeah, that's my traffic map mode. Hey, I don't pretend to be good at these games. Yeah. Okay, now I'm officially confused. This place has water. Or at least I thought it did. Okay. I'm in dire need of a facepalm, apparently. Because I somehow managed to do that. And not be providing water to those folks. Yeah, lovely. Despite the horrible-looking traffic map mode, the traffic flow in my city, as it turns out, is not entirely awful. And how did I manage to do that again? This is me trying to fix the problem of my city's traffic stops. Not doing this right. I'm ticking off people in the attempt. I don't think I'm going to succeed at this. Well, that's 2 to go. Or not. There. No idea what I'm doing, really. That one is going to be something I can't figure out. Okay. That's cool. My train station. Right. train station up here. Start moving goods that way and solve that irritation. But we're pretty close to capital city, and then I can use the rivers instead of a harbor to move things that way. It'll certainly make my life a little easier. Saying education needs some work. We need more high schools. So take one there. And I need another 24 grand to set up another high school. Because we're behind on that particular capacity. Crime rate is high over here. I'm hoping... let's check. Pretty good police coverage in the area and not much traffic. Big problem over here. I wonder what the problem is. Not enough educated workers over there. Yeah, I'm working on our education system, which the one I've got going right now is, to be honest, kind of shit. Elementary schools, we're almost at our minimum requirement. But that's not good enough as far as I'm concerned. I want to have excess, if at all possible. But yeah, my city is right now in a state that I would refer to as alright. It's not great, but we're not on the edge of anarchy or anything. Let me put it that way. Healthcare is fine. We could use some more. Our fire stations and such. But I don't have the money for it right now. Kind of annoying, but oh well. And I'm gonna bump us up to 2 speed. Okay. Barrel full of glowing goo. Call the Ghostbusters then. They'll take care of it for you. Your mayor does not have the time, and he's too absent-minded to remember this crap. Garbage is doing alright, but we have a few landfills that are full up now. capacity is improving, but still need a few more. You take a school there. That sorts us for elementary schools for the time being. We need some more high schools, though. This city of mine has an education issue right now. And we also have what's called the I forgot to install the automatically get rid of buildings that are abandoned mod issue. And I can't figure out which building is actually abandoned, so I demolished the wrong one issue. What problem have you guys got? Not enough customers. Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But over here, the problem of insufficient high schools, that I can address. About 14 grand. Before I can do anything more on the subject. I still need a few more high schools. There's one. Still sort of need some more. One more, that is. That'll be good for the time being, but we don't quite have enough money in the bank to pull that off. Okay. Let's see, where should it go? This particular city area is a high school. Stick one there. $6,000. We barely have enough. We do have enough. Water, though, I think we need another pumping station and sewage treatment. Rocks. that should solve our incoming water problem. And it does. Good to see. Actually, once I get enough, I'm going to drop another school, just to be safe. Elementary schools and high schools are both barely ahead of what we need. Okay, here we go. Come on then, just a little more. Thank you. Capacity of 7,000 people. We're good there for now. Though it looks like the need is growing for some more commercial zones. And what is this? Now the industrial areas are starting to complain about my taxes. God. Not enough educated workers. Well, I can't really give you any advice for that, except to be patient. Your educated workers will have to be educated first. Then they can be workers. That's kind of how it works. Okay, still can't figure that one out, so I'll just leave it. Yeah, there is that problem. I was expecting this to happen sometime soon. At night, we have power problems, because the bulk of my power comes from a solar generator. We don't store power at night using that thing. I'll set up a few more of these wind generators. There we go. We have just a little more than we need right now. I need to work on at the moment is getting some more incineration plants up and running. For the very simple reason like to do a little something. I'd like to do something about the fact that we're using landfills, a lot of which are piling up. Replacing the landfills with incineration plants seems to be the logical step. Another one that'll be plonking down there. We are now a capital city, and I can build harbors to use ships. As well as a recycling center, if I wanted to. But, let's see. I'm going to have to address this power issue for the time being. And I'll have to do a few things here. I'm going to tick on recycling and power usage for energy conservation. Okay in most places, still a few could use some work. Income's gone positive again. So that's nice. Let's see. Some new buildings to build, but those can be looked at a later date, I think. How it goes, I could lay down another lay down another hydroelectric plant, but I really don't want to. And more building have decided to get abandoned. Note to self, install auto-destroy abandoned buildings mod for next time. Of course, I just know I'm not going to remember it, even though I keep saying that I will. I'm not going to. Not interested. I don't even remember installing those mods, so I don't know why they're active. Okay. Well, seeing as we're now about to hit the hour and 20 minutes mark for this live stream, I think I'll be calling an end to it here. It's been a lot of fun doing this, and I really do enjoy playing Cities Skylines live for whatever reason. But I think I'd better finish up, and some more mod gibberish about things that make no sense. I'll work that out in my own time. But in any case, thank you. I'm sorry about that. XSplit did not want to let me click on my goodbye slide. So now I'm gonna X out of Cities Skylines. And you could just stare at this picture while I say stuff for probably like a minute or two. But in any case, this is going to be the end of it for today. Thank you very much for watching if you came out for this. I'll try to get this up on YouTube as a VOD when I get the opportunity. But no promises. I'm not entirely certain how that's gonna go for me. And I don't even know why I did that. Yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get this up as a VOD, because I'll have to get out to my local community college and what have you to have decent enough internet to upload, well, anything. So it may be a while. Just bear that in mind. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'm going to be putting up an update video regarding my live streams on the channel pretty soon, so look out for that. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll catch you for my next stream, probably on Friday.